The year was 2347, and humanity had reached the zenith of its technological evolution. The Earth, once a fractured planet riddled with conflict, now stood as a beacon of unity under the banner of the United Galactic Federation, UGF. Yet, despite centuries of progress, whispers of war still lingered in the shadows, a relic of an era long past but never forgotten. Dr. Ilara Voss stood at the edge of the observation deck aboard the UGF flagship Aurora. Her eyes traced the swirling nebula. Outside, a kaleidoscope of colors that seemed to pulse with life. She wasn't here for the view, though. She was here because of what lay beyond it, the Veil Cluster, a mysterious region of space shrouded in electromagnetic interference and ancient myths. It was said that the Veil held secrets capable of reshaping civilizations. And now, after decades of debate, humanity had finally decided to explore it. Ilara turned away from the window and faced Captain Ryland Drake, a man whose stern demeanor masked a deep sense of responsibility. His gray uniform bore the insignia of the UGF, a silver circle encasing a golden star, a symbol of peace forged through wisdom. "Captain," Ilara began, her voice steady but tinged with unease, "do you think we're ready for this? The Veil has been untouched for millennia. Whatever we find there, it could change everything." Ryland crossed his arms, his gaze fixed on the holographic map floating between them. The map depicted the Veil Cluster as a chaotic swirl of red and black lines, interspersed with blinking markers indicating uncharted planets and anomalies. "We don't have a choice, Doctor. If we don't go, someone else will. You know how fragile our alliances are. Trust is hard-won and easily lost." Ilara nodded reluctantly. Humanity's journey toward unity had not been without its challenges. After the great collapse of the 21st century, a catastrophic period marked by climate disasters, resource wars, and societal breakdown, humans had learned the cost of division. The formation of the UGF had been a desperate attempt to prevent another collapse, and while it had succeeded in fostering cooperation among nations, old instincts died hard. Suspicion and fear remained, lurking beneath the surface like dormant volcanoes waiting to erupt. The Aurora dropped out of hyperspace near the outer rim of the Veil Cluster. As the ship decelerated, the crew gathered in the command center to review their mission parameters. Ilara took her place beside Lieutenant Commander Kai Solis, the ship's chief engineer, who was already poring over sensor readings. Initial scans show high levels of radiation and gravitational distortions. Kai reported, his fingers dancing across the console. "Whatever's inside the Veil, it's playing havoc with our instruments." "That's why we're here," Ilara said softly, "to uncover the truth." Hours passed as the Aurora navigated the treacherous expanse. Strange phenomena plagued their journey. Sudden power fluctuations, eerie echoes on communication channels, and fleeting glimpses of unidentified objects darting just beyond visual range. Each incident left the crew more unsettled than the last. Then, they found it. Nestled within the heart of the Veil Cluster was a massive structure, a colossal ring suspended in space, its metallic surface etched with intricate patterns that glowed faintly blue. It spanned kilometers in diameter, dwarfing even the largest human-made vessels. The sight was both awe-inspiring and terrifying. "What is that thing?" Ryland murmured, his voice barely audible over the hum of the ship's systems. Ilara stepped closer to the viewport, her breath fogging the glass. "I don't know," she admitted, "but I think it might be artificial." Kai whistled low. "If it is, then whoever built it was light years ahead of us. Look at those designs, they're unlike anything we've ever seen." As the crew debated possible explanations, the ship's AI chimed in. "Commander, I am detecting an energy signature emanating from the structure. It appears to be modulating in frequency, almost as if it's attempting to communicate." "Attempting to communicate?" Ryland repeated sharply. "Are you saying it's alive?" Not necessarily, the AI replied. However, the pattern suggests intelligence. I recommend caution. Ilara felt a chill run down her spine. Intelligence implied intent, and intent could mean danger or salvation. Either way, they couldn't ignore it. With Ryland's approval, Ilara led a small team aboard a shuttle to investigate the ring up close. As they approached, the structure loomed larger, its glowing patterns shifting and pulsating in response to their presence. When they were within meters of its surface, a blinding flash of light engulfed the shuttle, and everything went dark. When Ilara regained consciousness, she found herself standing in a vast, otherworldly chamber. The walls shimmered with iridescent hues, and strange symbols floated in midair, rotating slowly as if alive. Around her, her teammates stirred, equally disoriented. Before anyone could speak, a voice resonated throughout the chamber, not through their ears, but directly within their minds. "Welcome, children of Earth." Ilara froze, her heart pounding. Who are you?" she managed to ask. "I am the Guardian," the voice replied. Its tone was neither hostile nor friendly, simply neutral. "I have watched your kind for many cycles. Your potential is great, yet your flaws are profound. What do you want from us?" Ilara pressed, her scientific curiosity overriding her fear. "To understand," the Guardian answered. "You seek knowledge, yet you hesitate to confront your own nature. Tell me, why do humans avoid war?" The question hung in the air, heavy, with implications. Ilara exchanged glances with her team, unsure how to respond. War was a subject humanity preferred to forget, a scar that still bled beneath the surface of their achievements. Finally, Ilara spoke. "Because we've seen what it does to us. War tears apart families, destroys worlds, and leaves scars that take generations to heal. We've learned that violence only breeds more violence." The Guardian paused, as if considering her words. Then it asked another question. "And yet, you prepare for conflict even now. Your ships carry weapons, your minds harbor suspicion. Why do you cling to tools of destruction when you claim to abhor them?" Ilara opened her mouth to reply, but no words came. The truth was uncomfortable, undeniable. Humanity had evolved, yes, but it hadn't fully transcended its primal instincts. Fear, greed, and mistrust still lingered, driving nations to arm themselves against imagined threats. The Guardian seemed to sense her internal struggle. "Perhaps," it said, "the key to your survival lies not in avoiding war, but in understanding why you wage it." Before Ilara could process the statement, the chamber dissolved into light, and she found herself back aboard the shuttle. The ring hovered silently in the distance, its glow dimmer than before. "What happened?" one of her teammates asked, rubbing his temples. Ilara shook her head, still reeling from the encounter. "I'm not sure, but I think we've been given a warning." As the shuttle returned to the Aurora, Ilara couldn't shake the feeling that their discovery was far from over. The Veil Cluster held answers, but also questions that humanity might not be ready to face. And somewhere, deep within the recesses of her mind, the Guardian's final words echoed like a prophecy. "War is inevitable. Peace is a choice." This concludes Part 01 of Why Humans Avoid War. Would you like me to continue with Part 02?